Would solve the whole thing in the border if they would just start shooting. Only shoot a couple and they would go home.
You think deterrence would work?
If they would shoot.
When that guy said they should start shooting people, she kept it cool. Like, God help us if Emma Vigeland ever starts playing poker. We're doomed. But I want to respond to some of the things that were said there. So obviously the worst was they should just start shooting. They should just start shooting a few and that'll scare people off. And she referred to it as deterrence, I think, to not scare him off. But what he is talking about is murdering people who are exercising fully legal international rights to apply for asylum. So I just want to reiterate that in case there's been so much deception and lies coming out of the right. Applying for asylum is not illegal. It is not in any way illegal. It is not in any way a circumvention of US laws. We have asylum laws in the US and internationally for exactly this sort of situation. People leaving war-torn, violent countries to come and legally integrate into our country. That is what these people are potentially looking for. That is in the vast majority of cases, whether with this caravan or a different caravan or outside of all of the caravans, that is what they're doing.
You know, do you think we're getting close to, and I'm not saying this hyperbolically because people are saying it all.
Civil war?
Civil war, yeah.
I've said that numerous times. If it goes the wrong way and they go after ammunition and guns the way they already have, there's gonna be trouble.
We're here for the people. We're ready to take our country back, get rid of the people that shouldn't be in office and put the people in that need to be in.
Some of those people probably were talking about politically getting rid of the people they disagree with, but others were saying if they come for the guns or the ammunition, we're gonna start shooting. They know that that would result in them being killed by the US military. They seem to have resigned themselves to that. It's not the side whose reproductive rights were just stripped away that's calling for a potential civil war. It's not the side where like trans people's ability to just exist is being taken away bit by bit. It's not the side who's having their books being burned who wants the civil war. It's the side doing all of those things. And all of it, the only justification they need is someday they might take our guns. It's what they've been saying year after year after year. It never comes to pass, but it's always enough to get them ready to want to go to war with the US government.
Americans, Hispanic Americans, and Asian Americans have reached the lowest level in the history of our country.
Okay, so what you saw there was a video of Donald Trump's face. The reason it went crazy is because someone knocked into from behind the BBC reporter, Ron Skeens, who had been filming Donald Trump. One of the Trump supporters there, you can see him in his MAGA hat. He attacks this guy from behind, real bold, alpha male right there, and then begins shouting, that he's in favor of Trump and all that. Sort of sickeningly, the crowd responds to a reporter from the BBC being attacked by shouting, "CNN sucks." It wasn't a CNN reporter. It would be awful if it was, but it wasn't even a CNN reporter. They don't understand that. Most don't even know what BBC actually is. So there you have a reporter being attacked once again. At that rally, you will be shocked to find out that Donald Trump had been demonizing the media as he has been doing for literally years. Thankfully, the guy just violently shoved him. He didn't punch him in the face. He didn't have a weapon or anything like that. God only knows what would have happened if he did.
Six attack was not the Republicans nor Trump. It was the Democrats were behind it all. They're the ones that caused it all.
Do you really believe that?
I know it. There is no way that a Republican would act that way, and there is no way that Trump had anything to do with what happened on January 6th.
I think the whole reporting of it is a giant hoax.
We are very peaceful people. So it was a total setup. To me, it was the FBI had set it up.
What we've got here, I think, is basically climate denial. So they have set up multiple layers that you can hide behind. You can just say it's not happening at all. Like with climate, it's not warming. With this, no, they weren't Republicans. We're peaceful. No Republican would do this. Or for people who might have like 3 brain cells and they realize that that is a difficult position to hold, well, okay, maybe 1 or 2 were there, but it was all the FBI. And that is the role that Tucker Carlson has played. He did his stupid monologues about it and he made his Alex Jones style propaganda documentary. And now tens of millions of Republicans just believe it and will never believe otherwise.